Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching this. So, this is the new event that has started today. Today is a Sunday. Zendikar landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, get a small effect based off the top card of your library. So, I'm not sure where to go with this, but if it's landfall, perhaps we can do something about this. Wayward Swordtooth. Can we get more lands? I think we need more lands in here. So Nissa's Triumph. Yes, that's perfect. Wayward Swordtooth. Jadelight Ranger. We can get Living Twister as well. Or this may be outdated. So let's try this one with the I'm pretty sure that plenty of people will be playing the elementals with the Risen Reef. But let's see. Wayward Swordtooth. Well, let's sort of cancel. I got an idea. Discard changes. Let's do clone this. So we're just playing lands. That's fine. That's fine. Evish Rejuvenator. Let's do as many things as we can to get lands on the battlefield. So I'm going to cut all these Thunderkin Awakeners, these Overgrowth Elementals. How about Nissa's Triumph? So we're just basically just splashing blue. 2 basic forests and instead search for 3 land cards. Let's see, let's cut Sarkin, let's cut Chandra. Let's cut this Chandra as well. Let's look at our land base. This is going to be dedicated for this event. So, basic forests. Mirage lands. Let's look at our yeah, that's right. So with Nissa out, then it's going to be fine. Let's see here. Lands. Do we have another Cavalier? No, we don't. Okay. 6 forests. So we've got Leafkin Druid. We don't really need Creeping Trailblazer. Let's see here. Have we got enough elementals though? I think we'll have to keep in some elementals. That green, please. Chandra's Embercat, that's actually not too bad. Fire Urchin. Mask of Immolation. Let's see here. Do we have that? Watley Tilinali Summoner. Create that many. Ooh. That'll be interesting. We get 1 swing off of this. With the Risen Reef on the battlefield, we get to do so many things. As much as we have mana. So let's try that. That's actually really neat. We've got 26 lands. I think we'll run it with 1 less Creeping Trailblazer. And let's try it like that. So we need reds, mana. Subground's fine. Temple Mystery. Yeah, all the basics are going to be forests since we have Nissa's Triumph. And then eventually we can actually get more lands. Just any lands instead of just basic lands. So let's try this. Test run. Lands Chandra. Okay, and then we have our finishers. Zendikar Landfall. And let's try this out. Now, obviously, if you're playing the Scapeshift deck, that would probably be more or better suited for this landfall event. But I probably high chance of Don Papa playing that Scapeshift style deck, since it is a lands themed. Okay, let's mulligan this. This is better. So we can tuck away the Nissus Triumph, since we can get the Elvish Rejuvenator. Or actually, let's toss an Elvish Rejuvenator, and then we can play Nissus Triumph. We have lands to play every single turn. We'll keep this. We'll bottom this. Put a... If that's a creature card, put it in. If it's a land card, put it into your hand. If it's a creature card, put that card on the bottom of your library and create a 1/1 plant token. If that is a non-creature card, that's very interesting. I'll bottom the land. That's unfortunate that the next card that we played was next one that we were going to draw is the Risen Reef. Gets to draw an extra card. Hopefully he doesn't have anything to use it with, and he has 8 cards in hand, and then he has to discard something. So next I'm going to play Forest, do the Nissus Triumph, and I'll go ahead and block that. So we have lands for turn, lands for days, so let's go ahead and do this. So this guarantees us to get plenty of our no attacks please. So we'll have land drops constantly. If we can get the Wayward Swordtooth, then we can play multiple lands per turn. Damn, they're unlucky. Cavalcade of Calamity, okay, sure. Go ahead and play the Sulphur Falls. Do that. That was supposed to be the Rootbound Crag, since I don't have a mountain nor a island. Okay, so I've got something for that at least. Can I block please? It's really hard to click for blockers, so be careful with that. So I'll go ahead and play the Stomping Grounds. And we'll go ahead and play the Chandra's Triumph, just to get rid of that, so we don't take loads and boatloads of damage. So they get a 1/1 plant. Okay, so that's going to be a problem.
Won't lie, I'm a pretty great pyromancer.
That's very interesting. I do quite like this take,
They're so cute.
but they're just playing mono red, I suppose. Yeah, that's going to be detrimental every single turn. So we'll go and play this first. Take action, reveal it, put that on the bottom, create a 1/1, and then we'll play our Hinterland Harbour. Put that on the bottom, and then we'll get 2 more forests. So we've got an army of 1/1s, but their 1/1s do 2 damage. Okay, that's very much a problem. I think we may be just slightly dead here.
Oh, they're so cute.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have to block at least 2. So let's block this one and this one. That's game. Well, we did basically nothing, so let's concede this. And yeah, we're very light on removal. So let's change that. Let's change that a bit. So we like Leaf Kindreds, but these Trailblazers may not be necessary. So do we have Flame Sweep? We do have 1 Flame Sweep, so let's cut 1 of that for the Flame Sweep. And let's grab Shock, 2 Shocks to leave these Creeping Trailblazers out. Let's see here. Basically, if we don't draw Nissa, then we're screwed. So let's hopefully we can play that and get Nissa out. Let's cut 1 of the Nissa's Triumph. I don't think it's truly necessary to have so many of that. Let's just cut this for a Creeping Trailblazer. And I think we'll try like that. Oi. Not fun to be pounded by mono red. Okay, this is fine. We got a straight up green hand, and we can Nissa's Triumph for more green. Elvish Rejuvenator, so we'll keep this. Come on, please. Mono red again. We'll get a forest. That's 3 of our basic forests out. Don't think that's what I meant to discard, but it is what it is. So a Leaf Kindred. We'll get to ramp out at least something. We've got a Nissa and Cavalier of Thorns, so we get to double mana lots of things. Okay, that's a problem. We need to draw a... Well, we don't have a red source, so that's going to become out of range really, really quickly. So do we just play Leaf Kindred and then... I'll save the Nissas for the Nissa's Triumph for when I have Nissa, so I'll play this out. Let's get a second red source out here. We've got the blue, so we're not too worried about that, so let's get more red sources out. No attacks.
Bunch of new burn spells to try out. Say hi to my fiery
Okay,
friends.
so they'll do that. Basically, they're going to have... If they have a Cavalcade, then we're pretty much dead. So we'll go ahead and play Sinterland Harbour. We would have loved to have that. And play Nissa.
Seek shelter in my stewardship. The land fights for us.
And then play this Leafkin Druid. Tap that for double blue. Get 2 forests, stomping grounds. I'll grab 1, 2, I suppose the rootbound crag.
I protect that which cannot protect itself.
So yeah, we've got several things going for us at least. If Nissa survives his next turn, which I doubt she will. She may survive this turn. I'm not quite sure though. We've got the Cavalier of Thorns that has reached, so I'm not too worried about that. The only thing I'm worried about is all the entire army of 1/1s that is going to be produced. I just basically need to draw that flame sweep that I've got. That should mop up the board, at least. So they're all swinging at me. So go ahead and shove off. Let's see here. That one. They could have sacrificed the Torch Court for the Chandra Spitfire. And yeah, go ahead and block like that. We'll see how that goes. Sacrifice those 2. So draw. We'll play this forest. We need the Wayward Swordtooth. Alright, let's make that into one of those. We'll not tap the red source since we need it. Now, if we've had anything else, one enters tapped. So many lands. We need to get our way with Swordtooth. So let's go to combat and attack Chandra. I'd imagine they would want to kill off the forest, unless they just want to chop block and have Chandra stay a bit more alive. So go ahead and stay next. Sure. So this shock's not going to do much of anything, so let's go ahead and shock the token here. So basically they wasted that shock on the forest, and it's not going to die. So I've got loads of lands in my hand. Now if I can play the Wayward Swordtooth, deploy all my lands, and then basically shove them in their face. Now I've got to block the Krenko 10th Street Kingpin, since that's creating boatloads of 1/1s that I won't be able to deal with. Okay, sure. I don't think they realise the Cavalier of Thorns has reach, unless they just wanted to do that for the light of the stage.
I like to think on my feet.
Very interesting though. Scampering Scorcher, and a Fanatical Firebrand. That actually will let them kill my Cavalier of Thorns. However, I do have the 2 forests to just block the Cranko Tin Street Kingpin. Oh, and they're not shoving. So that's perfectly fine. Okay. So obviously if they've got a kill spell then, or a burn spell, they can just hit my face. Hopefully they don't have a lightning strike, but to kill off one of my forests, because I really want that Cranko dead. So they got a choice to make. They save Cranko. Okay, so they're going to kill my Cavalier. Let's put it on the top of my library. Okay, do this. Chandra. Take action. So that's the next card I actually draw. And then I can clear the entire board. That's good. So let's red. Yep.
Let's start at a sizzle and see if you make it to the
And they scoop it up. Perfect for us. Fantastic. Alright, so that's 1 win. Hopefully we're not playing mono red again, because that was quite annoying. Mono red is really good for this format. I mean, I'm okay, let's hopefully this white avatar of a Johnny is not playing mono red. Alright, this is good. I've got all the cards I want to have. A shock to start things off, so I believe I'm going to play the Steam Vents first, then Breeding Pool. And then the Risen Reef. And then Mulliganing. So we're playing first, let's play that tapped. They think we're maybe some, well, now they know what our deck is. Temur. So obviously a land. Legion's Landing. Temple Mystery. Damn, okay, well. Don't need more lands since I'll be getting quite a bit of lands. So, with the Risen Reef. We've got 26 lands as well. That's 5 of them. So maybe it was an idea to, what's that? Okay, that's a non-creature. Sure, I like that. I definitely want to get rid of this, since if they're token strategy, then they'll have plenty more. They want to synergize the Convoking mechanic as well. So we'll play this. Shock would have been nice, but we've got the Risen Reef. Take action. Get a creature. Just stack in since we've got a blocker. Yeah. I want to get rid of as many of their creatures as possible so they can't convoke out Venom when he locks it on. And pump up all their creatures. Ooh. Abzan tokens. March of the Multitudes. Haven't seen that in quite some time. Okay, so we've got blockers for the Adoptive Vanguard and they'll have to pay life for that. So that's quite nice. So I think I'm going to just play the Breeding Pool untapped. Gain a bit of life back. And I'll just play the Cavalier of Thorns, ramp out even further so we can play both Nissa and the Chandra Acolyte of Flame. Yeah, I quite like that. I wish these were forests of some sort. So for I've already got that, so I'll get into Land Harbour. Wayward Sawtooth will be the card I bring back. And when this dies, yeah. It's either Flame Sweep or the Sawtooth. And we got another creature. So attack with these two. And we'll be fine. So they've also got the Conclave Tribunal as well. But so that does not rid of this clause, because this is only when it dies. Yep, look at that. Conclave Tribunal, that's fine. Dawn of Hope. Interesting, very much interesting. So Chandra Acolyte of Flame is coming down this turn. So we can do... So that's 5 mana. We can untap this.
I will aid you. Behold, nature's true power.
I'll go ahead and attack with everything. No, I couldn't have gotten an extra 2 damage. But I'd rather attack in for 3 instead of 2. So this may seem like, oh, why didn't I do this before I get an extra point of damage this way.
Hey, don't start any fires without me.
But I could uptick Chandra,
Cute.
but I'd rather probably just do this. Okay, I've got replacement Nissa, so I'm not too worried about that. I've got replacement Chandra as well. Sure, get more. Got guarantee. This will guarantee my land drops. So what I need to do is play Elvis Rejuvenator first, and then play Nissa's Triumph. So, yeah, they can gain life. They reveal something. I think that's what they did, and they completely scoop up to this. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. So it's just 6 wins. I like the fact that they've reduced the amount of wins from like 15 for 3 things to like 6 wins, because 15 wins on some of these events, these formats are just, it's just too much. Like the Momia one that they did. Momia's totally at random. You could just be losing every single game, and you cannot win 15 rounds before that event ends to get. And I wasn't able to do that, so that was very unfortunate for us. So yeah, this is fine. I don't have the red source for Chandra. That would have been fantastic with both these Risen Reefs. So if one of these was a Stomping Grounds, that would have been phenomenal. So mono white aggro, or black white aggro, or life gain, some sort of that. This is Triumph on the bottom. Hopefully these Risen Reefs will be of value and we'll get lands off of them. Very nice. They're grabbing all the lands as well. That's a lot to life gain, and I'm bloody afraid of what's going to come next. So, like Johnny's Pride Mate, or I can't deal with that once it gets too big, or the Bloodthirsty Vampire, Bloodthirst Aerialist. Yeah, look at that. That's going to be quite a problem. Yeah. And I discard I need the red source, so I'll just discard this Hinterland Harbour here, because I want actual forests. If I had mass manipulation. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So go down to 4. That flame stick would have been fantastic. So let's see here. What can we do? I needed that Chandra's Triumph. Well, that saves us for we definitely want that. No attackers. Chump blocking everything basically. We'll guarantee that 4 points of damage in the air. If we got a kill spell for one of these and we lose, I think so. Well, that's already 1 point of damage. Oh, they're not going for it. I think I'll do this. We'll keep one Risen Reef around. We live at 1 life. I don't think we can get it. That engine does not help us much here. So I'll go ahead and play this Sawtooth. Play this. Get that trigger first. Oh, that would have been fantastic. Oh, that was a 1 out. I think that was a 1 out. We'll concede to this. Black White Life Gain. I didn't have any removal for it. Kept a very no removal hand. Now why can't I click this to play? Okay, let's try it again. This will be the third and last game for this episode, this video, whatever you want to call it. Oh jeez. What? That was it. 2 mono red and 2 black white life gain. Oh no. They're actually playing their avatar's colours. Okay, this seems not too bad. I'll play the Sea Vents first and then Leaf Conjured. We're not going to play Nissa's Triumph on turn 4 anyway, so this is fine. We can keep this if we draw no lands by turn 3. They get to go first. Please don't be. What's this nonsense? I'll pay the 2 life. Go and shock this so I don't have to discard anything. But why? Why did it have to be the same white life gain deck as well? Got to get rid of that Pride Mate as soon as possible, so I have to delay this Leafkin Druid coming out on the battlefield. That means Elvis Rejuvenate is coming in next turn, and then the turn after we can play Nissus, who shakes the world. Get creature. Like this option here. regain a bit of life incrementally. Stomping Grounds, enters tapped, so I can fetch up the basics with Anissa's Triumph should I need to. So I think we'll go ahead and block with this Elvish Rejuvenator. I don't think we'll get to 4 creatures enough with his Leafkin Druid. Yeah, that's fine. The 1 point of damage could be incredulous. Okay, so oh, if only we had a one of those Risen Reefs. Okay, so Hinterland Harbour. Oh no, I would have loved that.
Through this land, we are all connected. The land shall conquer you.
I think we'll play the Leafkin Druid after this as well, instead of the Anissa's Triumph. Try to get more creatures out. So next turn, I'm sort of guaranteed 4 creatures. Okay, Prison Realm. Sure, that's fine. So now we can go get our 2 forests, should we need to. The basic forests. We've got Chandra next turn. Now we need to have a payoff for it. If we can draw Risen Reef, we can just like value engine all of our stuff onto the battlefield. So they can't attack in with the Vampire of the Dire Fleet or Dire Moon or whatnot. But obviously I'll just block it with the plant. So what are they thinking? Sacrifice something, Blood for Bones, or okay. I think I'm going to -2, yeah.
You know what's better than having a plan? Basically, anything.
I'll do this shock. No, shock this thing. Pay red.
Mother Ludi always say, fight fire with fire.
Go ahead and attack in with this. I'll leave a blocker back for the Chandra. And I think I'll do Nissa's Triumph so I can not draw lands off of those. A second Prison Realm, so I'm glad I used that. The ability instead of just the 1/1, making 1/1s. I'd have made the 1/1s if I had the Risen Reef out to get more value. But at least the value of getting that Death Toucher off the battlefield is good. Wow. A 3rd Prison Realm. What, Black-White Control? Black-White Control, okay, so a non-land permanent that cannot target this forest, so it has to be this Leafkin Druid or this plant token. Yep, you can't target that land, so permanently get rid of that. They thought they get rid of the forests, but should have read. Okay, shuffling is fantastic. Shuffling is phenomenal. So I'll do this. Get this breeding pool. Enters tapped. I don't know why it offers you the option to pay 2 life, because all of this tells you to put it on tapped. Oh, this does not put it on the battlefield tapped. Okay. Let's get another plant token. Attacking with this thing here. And we'll get our 2 of our basics here. So we can thin our deck up even more, give us more of a chance to draw Chandra, Nissa, Risen Reeves. Okay, obviously I'm not attacking my Cavalier of Thorns into that. But I've got Feather of Forests, so I'm not too worried about attacking in with the forest and the plant token. Okay, so let's go and attack. Okay, they can get rid of the forest. That's fine. Oh, triple block. Sure. That's fine. I've got plenty of forests. So play the Temple Mystery. Yes, I do want that on top. Bloody hell. Knights of the Ebon Legion. So they won't be able to put counters on that since we've got blockers for days. We've got a huge blocker for days. So I'm going to play Risen Reef. I hope that's not a land on top. Well, actually, no, I do want that land on top so I can play that and then actually get something. Bloody hell. Seriously. No attacks, so we'll just sit back and block here. If they want to pump up this Knight of the Ebon Legion, I'll just, you know, chunk block. Okay. Cavalier of Thorns. Coming through. Or do they want the Risen Reef? So I think they just take the Cavalier of Thorns. They know my entire hand. But they want to take the Risen Reef, so I don't like grind out my entire deck against them. Okay. So I think that's the correct choice. Right. Get creature, attack with a knight. I mean, they just charge it with a knight. There's no reason not to. Now we could stop drawing lands. I've already played spells to get all the lands I want in my deck. No attack. So we're just going to be sitting here and chump blocking for days. So I'll get to have the effect every single turn for the rest of the game, most likely. I think they just keep attacking with Knights of the... Okay, so they're attacking with everything. Odd choice, I think. Obviously I'll chop block of these, but why get rid of the Death Toucher that can kill other things, bigger things? Seriously! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 lands. We've got 8 lands left in this. 8 out. This is basically... This is ridiculous. This is all ridiculous. This is going to be a non-land spell. Oh, it's a land. We put it into our hand. Great. 19 of our... We got 7 lands left in here. That's literally 25%. Thank you. Bloody hell.
Power surges through these lands. Harness the elements.
If only these plant tokens were elemental plant tokens, that would be fantastic. Okay, so we've got blockers. So this would become a 4-5 or a huge number here. What, a 7-8. We don't have 7-8 worth of power. Oh, Kaya's Wrath. I would love for them to have cast Kaya's Wrath. Yeah, no need to block with my forests. Not until I've got an army of forests that are indestructible. Yeah, that Chandra's Triumph, I would have loved that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
I've also got Wayward Sawtooths. Don't know where they're at. Would be lovely to have those Sawtooths here on the battlefield so I can deploy all of my lands. Okay, and they just happen to have all of their removal.
I can help
They got
you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This costs 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They got 6. So, Druid, you're going under the bus. Oh, they're not activating it. It's perfectly fine for me. Kaya's Wrath. Only had enchantment removal. Okay, okay. So, Elvish Rejuvenator. It's going to be a land. 2 lands! Oh! Well, I'm not playing a land now, since Chandra Acolyte of Flames on top. So, I think it's correct for me not to play a land. So, right. Alright, can I kill them with this Chandra?
Bunch of new burn spells to try on you. Oh, they're so cute.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bloody hell, okay.
Let's walk it off, Chandra.
So, you've witnessed this here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. There are literally 3 lands left in this. 3 lands. And they are either here or up here. There's Nissa going to the bottom. They've got 3 Prison Realms out, 3 Conclave Tribunals. I don't have. I've got. That was my last Nissa, I think. Oh wait. Done. Sure. 1 Nissa. Okay, so I've got 1 more Nissa in here. I've got this Chandra that I need to work towards first. Let them scry. Leaving that on top. I'll just go ahead and get rid of that right now. Bloody hell. Jeez. There's my second Nissa. That was very frustrating. Okay, well, thanks so much for watching. Jeez, let's open up some packs at least, just to get some, at least something decent out of this. Bishop of Wings, not really anything I'm going to play. Another Risen Reef. Leech's End, that's actually not too bad. Would be perfect for Esper themed deck. Another Fry, I like it. Leyline of Abundance. Not too bad. Okay. Well, thanks so much for watching. If you like, subscribe, and I think hopefully I can start keep producing. I think most of my videos are coming out on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays primarily Magic content. Thursday primarily Tilt to War content. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Ciao for now.